Anal 1, come in, please. Did you finish your completed file of the sweep of the White House tonight? Anal 1, come in, please file your report. Have you completed your sweep of the White House?
To repeat, I didn't copy your results on the Gemini.
Gemini's results are no match found with a red bar, no match found in the library. We'll go ahead and back. Come on up. Correction record has that we have a result on the Gemini. We have a yellow bar stating cocaine, hydrochloride, gas number 53-21-4.
Anal 1, you said you found cocaine in the West Wing of the White House. I also hear some music. What's going on there, Anal 1? Come in. Hunter Biden is having a party. Did they snuck in through a window? How did that happen? They're playing music. Well, who's the band? The Cocaine Bunny Whores? Never heard of them. Get them out of there, Anal 1. Do I want to hear some of their music? I don't know. Just get them out of there, man. The Cocaine Bunny Whores? All right, let me hear what they're talking about or singing about. I don't know. This is highly inappropriate, Anal 1.
If you're in a big rush to make the tour bus cocaine, if you want to get down on the White House grounds, cocaine, left some behind for Hunter Biden to find. Cocaine.
Anal 1. All right, that's it. Come back here on the White House lawn, please. Thank you. Damn it, first we have drag queens pulling out their genitals in front of kids in the White House, and now we have cocaine in the West Wing of the... I just can't take it anymore. I see that McDonald's is hiring. No need this crap. Damn it.
If
Wow, yeah, you know what? I had that all over my face in the 80s, and I didn't even really care. Oh, my. My. Oh, look at this. Huh? I could star in Men in Black or any other thing, man. I mean, I just got dressed up for the bit, man, for the, the Hunter Biden, cocaine bit. But, man, I could pass for some CIA action. I'm just saying. Anyway, you know what we should do right now at this juncture? We should probably start the show. That's a good idea, huh?
His small talk has altered foreign policy. He once ran a marathon because it was on his way. Sasquatch has taken a photograph of him. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Keep rocking, my friends.
The revolution starts now. I'm just a dirty white boy. 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 Dirty white boy.
And away we go. Oh, boy. So what's going down, ladies and gentlemen? Did you like that opening? I do my best for you. What can I say? Just some programming notes. I already posted this. Today, Mark Zuckerberg started something called Threads. Threads. Ridiculous name. But this is his version of Twitter. So I'm on there now. And really what it is, it's so easy to get on there. If you have an Instagram account, they just take your information from Instagram and pop you in there. If you're not, you could still download the app. It's nothing really special. If you have Twitter, it's exactly like it. They are not streaming right now, but I figured, what the hell? And Zuckerberg is really rubbing it in to Elon Musk. He posted photos of himself with a hat that said, "Rest in peace, Twitter." And he's really egging him on. And as you know, reports have it that the two will be doing some kind of cage match, wrestling, battle to the end or to the death. And what many people surmise is that this will be an AI type of fight to the death, and the money will go to charity. That's what I hear, but they're really poking at each other's there. And it's really good, and Elon Musk is poking back, and I think this is all part of the generating some talk and excitement for this cage match. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's funny. Everybody, and it's interesting to follow. They've had like 30 million people subscribe to this. You don't really have to subscribe. You just download the app. It's really easy peasy if you want to. Nothing really special. But it's interesting, the people who are downloading Threads, these are the people who feel that now Elon Musk has gone so, let's say, First Amendment crazy, and people are posting things and saying things that are objectionable, that now this is going to be monitored by Mark Zuckerberg's people. And so a lot of liberals are on Threads. So it's interesting to look at who's in there, like Cher and Hole, and that'd be Courtney Love's Hole, if you will. So, yeah, it was very interesting. So there's a little programming. No big deal, but I figured today was the big day that Zuckerberg rolled out Threads. And if it's anything like the metaverse, he's going to lose a lot of money. That's all I have to say. But we'll see how it goes. See, I'm very fair, okay? I'm very fair. If there's an opening for Stone Universe to improve and to gain more momentum, then hell, I'm going to be part of it, right? Right. All right. So that's the little programming note. Whew, Lord almighty. Let's see who's checking in. Well, we got a lot of people so far. Bill Duff, Jefferson Adams, Brandon Farmer, Sonny with his long-ass paragraph. Okay, a lot of cocaine references here. Sonny says, I never had a problem with cocaine. My problem was paying for it. Yeah, I lost a lot of money in the 80s, but boy, did I have a good time. Let's see. father and son doing coke in the Oval Office. You know, as much as Joe Biden is really declining, I'm not sure that would be a good idea at his age. Although a couple of blasts up his nose, what I call the nose candy, may maybe improve his speech pattern and maybe, you know, put a little excitement in his step. Just saying. He needs a little oomph, a little kick in the ass when he speaks. Not a bad thought. Who knows what's going on in the White House? Brandon Farmer says, my father and I used to party together, but we're just minions. But you didn't party with your dad with cocaine, did you, Brandon? I mean, I know you probably tossed back a couple of drinks. I mean, yeah, you do that with your dad, but cocaine, that would be, wow, interesting. Okay. What else? I know Elizabeth Larney had her party time too. I don't know if she was a cocaine person, but she told me she liked, well, we all did, okay? It's nothing to be ashamed about. Donna Nasty Barger joins us. All right. Bill Bass from Norfolk. I want a blow-by-blow report, Perry. Bump. Okay. I'm just looking, see who else is checking in. Others will be checking in. Yesterday we had a massive audience once again in the Middle East. Okay, I don't know if they'll come back. It seems like they come in droves. You know, it's funny. All of a sudden, one day they all come in and they're viewing, and I don't know if they get pissed or they have to go to Allah for forgiveness for watching, and then they disappear. I don't know. Let's hello, Jeannie Harper. What's going on? Let's see what Sonny says. Hey, Perry and Stone Nation. Thirsty Threesome Thursday, everybody. What are you doing, Sonny? So the White House has issues with some white powder. Note, sure how Hunter got some toothpaste past security. Toothpaste past security, I should say. How about a couple of cocaine tunes? Let's go with cocaine. You read my mind. We already played Leo. Gold Dust Woman, covered by Rumors. Question, Stoneheads. What do Hey Mickey, Whole Lot of Love, and Relax all have in common? Wow, I have to think about that. Hey Mickey, Whole Lot of Love, and Relax. First thing coming to my mind, they're talking about threesomes. I don't know. Sex, threesomes. I'll have to think about that. All right, so we'll take Sonny's part 2 of his musical selection here. Another cocaine song, the great Fleetwood Mac. Here's Gold Dust Woman. Yes, from the band Rumors. On the Perry Stone Show, don't touch that dial. Come on back, or else I'll undress.
I can't What did she make you cry? Make you break down? Shatter your illusions of love? And is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Why did she make you cry? Make you break down? Shatter your illusions of love? And now tell me, is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Go home. Go shadow of a woman, black widow. Her shadow, she's a dragon. Golden woman. Pale shadow of a woman, black widow. Pale shadow, she's a dragon. Golden woman. She's a dragon.
You know, on this show, we are glorifying the use of cocaine, which is not a good thing, okay? Take it from yours truly. I had a lot of good times back in my youth, but it's just not a good drug, particularly now. We live in different times, and on a serious note, you don't know what it's laced with. It could be laced with fentanyl, God only knows what else, and that could be the end of your life. Not to say if you did cocaine without the fentanyl, it could end your life. It could stop your heart. It's just one of those things. It's like playing Russian roulette, but those days are way, way past, all right? We all had our good times and great oldies as well. Checking in, General Stonewall Jackson, also Bay Morris. What a great name that is. Is Bay short for something? I don't know. I don't know if you want to share, but it is a kind of a cute name. Thank you, Bay Morris, for checking in. Okay, so the answer to Sonny's question, what do the songs Mickey, Relax, and what was the other one? I forgot already. I have to, let's see, wait a second. See, I'm getting Joe Biden's disease. Whole Lot of Love, Relax, and Hey Mickey. And I think we discussed this before. The three songs, he says, have to deal with backdoor sex. Really? Now, I'm a big fan, you know, of Led Zeppelin, but I have to guess I have to listen to the lyrics. I know, obviously, he's having a good time there. It's a very sensual song, but I didn't realize that, wow, that it's about that. Huh. And Hey Mickey, such a nice poppy song, is also about that. Now, Relax, I understand. But again, I thought that was just about sex, not backdoor sex. And of course, Sonny adds a little tidbit here. It's also known as safe sex. Well, obviously, many of today's youth prefer backdoor sex rather than traditional ways, according to several surveys. I don't know, man. I just know, speaking from a male point of view here, again, I'll say it. When I go to the doctor, it is so uncomfortable. It feels like it's the most horrible feeling in the world. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just, to each his own. If you like that, that's fantastic. And like I said, if you watch any of the adult movies, when a girl is having that, they're making it out like they're having, the best steak in the world or eating chocolate cake and whatever. Thanks, Sonny. The show has already taken a deviant turn. Let's get off that topic.
If you're planning an extended stay in prison, San Francisco, or the backwoods of Appalachia, your posterior is going to take a pounding, whether you want it to or not. But now there's a unique exercise machine guaranteed to toughen you up. From the makers of the Abdominizer, the revolutionary exercise machine that flattens your belly, comes the Sodomizer, a state-of-the-art fitness tool that'll toughen your behind like nobody's business. The Sodomizer is a 21-inch cylinder of solid tungsten steel, fully greased for easy insertion and spring-loaded for repetitive action. Just use the Sodomizer 3 times a day for as long as you can possibly stand it, and in just a matter of weeks, you'll be able to drop the soap in the shower with confidence.
Order the Sodomizer today. Send $29.95 in check or money order to The Sodomizer. Bend over in Squeal, Arkansas, 48000. Or if you have your credit card ready, call 1-800-000-0000. Extension 000.
Try to do a nice, wholesome show, and they pull me back in. All right, so Bay Morris, because I said she has a very cute name. It's Bay Lee. Bay Lee. Very, very nice name. Bay Morris. Yes. If I had a daughter, which I do not, well, who knows? In the world may have thousands of daughters and sons. I don't know. But that's a nice name. All right. So let us now do our useless Jeopardy question of the day. What's the category, please? Endangered species. 30 on the clock, please. Thank you. No wonder those poor people in the Middle East run away from this show. It's like 5 minutes into the show, we're talking about sodomy. Unbelievable. Okay, so here is today's question. Endangered species. This state has the most endangered species of any state. Okay, once again, this state has the most endangered species of any state. Name the state, we shall proclaim you the winner on the Perry Stone Show. Back in a moment with your answers. These crazy days. These crazy, crazy days.
One of these days, the ground will drop out from beneath your feet. One of these days, your heart will stop and play its final beat. One of these days, the clocks will stop and time won't mean a thing. One of these days your heart will stop and play its final beat. But it's alright. Easy for you to say. Your heart has never been broken. Your pride has never been stolen. Not yet, not yet. One of these days, I bet your heart will be broken. I bet your pride will be stolen. I'll bet, I'll bet, I'll bet, I'll bet. One of these days. One of these days. One of these
I think a very, very poignant song if you listen to the lyrics there. One of these days from the Foo Fighters on the Perry Stone Show. All right, so I think Elizabeth Larney, she's always missing the question. That's because she's probably masturbating a horse, and that takes priority. So I'll repeat the question for the benefit of Elizabeth Larney. She's really not masturbating a horse. I don't know. I don't have a camera there. I don't know what the hell she's doing. But this state has the most endangered species of any state. So think about that. Sonny says, what is California? Everything is endangered. And then they protect frickin' frogs, bugs, and transvesticles. Are those animals that transition? Just saying. Jeannie Harper says it's probably one of the prairie states. What is Florida, says Pete Jenkins, maybe because of invasive species. All good answers here. Jeannie Harper says, what is Montana? Brandon Farmer also says, what is Montana? Donna Nesty Barger says, what is Alaska? Well, going once, going twice. Elizabeth Larney just popped in. She says, what is Australia? That would have been my guess. But Australia is not part of the United States. Maybe one day, Elizabeth, but no, it's not part of the United States. Probably should have been a little bit more specific, but when I said state, I would presume it meant the United States. But that's okay. You keep on masturbating that horse, okay? It's all right. It's okay. I'll allow you to take another guess. It's okay. Elizabeth, it's okay. You could, if you want to take another guess, it's got to be in the United States, okay? Going once, going twice, sold. The state that has the most endangered species would be Hawaii. Hawaii has the most endangered species. Elizabeth just said, what is California? All good guesses, really. And I would think, Elizabeth, you would be correct if I maybe researched the world, in the entire world, which continent, which country has the most endangered species. Maybe it would be Australia. I don't know. But here in the United States, the correct response would be Hawaii. Okay? So there you go. Bill Duff checks in. Bill Duff, man, you have a plethora of things to be pissed off about. I'm telling you. We were talking about that's why I'm dressed like this, Bill. I didn't walk in with a suit. I did my little Secret Service. We had a whole rewind the show and you'll see the bit we did. We actually played the real audio. That was not a bit. That was the audio of the Secret Service doing the sweep of the White House and the guy checking in and found this package in the West Wing. And they tested it. It was cocaine. The White House has been mum about it. And they well, actually, not really. They did say they don't know the origin of how the cocaine got into the White House. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am, as you know, suspicious. Why am I wearing my... Well, to get the bit going. I'm very suspicious of the government. I think that's par for the course. Most people, most Americans are. I think they know exactly how that cocaine came into the White House. Let's face facts. The White House is buttoned down. It is. You can't just waltz in, hey, I always want to visit the West Wing. I want to give a high five to Biden and party with Hunter Biden. No, you have to go through a very strenuous check, okay? And yes, they do have tours. But we caught the White House in a lie. Yes, they do have tours, and it could be that a tourist got, let's just say, a little kooky, maybe, lost now the tour guide, obviously, they don't let people, disappear from the actual tour. So let's just say that this person, whoever it was, who was carrying a package of cocaine, how that actually went through the Secret Service, I don't know. See, it's all a little suspicious. But the area of the West Wing is not really a tourist section of the White House. It's farther down. That's not to say someone couldn't, but they're saying we don't know how. Of course they do. They have the technology. And guess what? They have cameras, right? Don't they have cameras? If somebody's trying to break into the West Wing, don't they have cameras? See, the whole thing is kind of sketchy, folks. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I want answers. Yeah, when I put my sunglasses on at night, like, what's his name, Corey Hart. That's right, wow. I wear my sunglasses at night too. He sounds like he's crying in that song. He does. Listen to that song. It sounds like Corey Hart is crying. So I don't. Why is he crying? Because he probably has the sunglasses so people don't see him crying. I just figured it out. Anyway, so that's my little analysis of this whole thing. Mum's the word. Nobody knows how that. It just meant the aliens came in and dropped it down the chimney. Package of Coke. Wow. All right. Hope everybody is doing well. Thirsty Thursday. Of course, tomorrow will be another exciting episode of You Know What, Drunk Franklin Friday. We've had some really, really inclement weather all over the country, and still today some parts of the country still suffering with inclement weather. Have you ever been part of a hailstorm? Now, I'm going to show you a video. Here, look at this. This looks like a fairly new truck, GMC truck there. So this is a hailstorm. Now check this out. Look at this. Now, my first question. See, I have questions. I'm very inquisitive. I mean, it's destroying that truck. It's going through the windshield, everything. It's going to cost a lot of money. I hope he's insured. But my first question is, if you have a phone and you're videotaping this, why not get the keys and pull the truck in? Or seriously, why are you just standing there filming this? I'm just going to film this. Obviously, he's in the garage, right? He's in the garage, and it's just being pummeled with these huge hail rocks. I don't know. I would get in the car and drive and maybe, I don't know, try to find an overpass or something, okay, to save my truck. He's just standing there with the camera. Get a new truck. Who cares? I'm insured. Brandon Farmer has a comment here. It's quite interesting what liberal news outlets have to say about the Coke situation. Look, you're right, Brandon. Getting back to that story, they're going to protect the president. They know what's going on, but they have to. Here's what I would do. I've always said this on a serious note. If politicians would just come out and be honest, what a concept, and apologize or tell the truth, I think American people would be understanding and would appreciate it. In other words, if I was going to, let's say I was what we call an influencer these days, an influencer, I would say, guys, let's huddle around. We have to say something. We have to say something. So, for example, if this was Hunter Biden and his cocaine, I would meet the press. I would go before the American people. And I would say, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be honest with you. The cocaine we found in the White House belonged to my son, Hunter. As you know, Hunter has had a serious problem with drug addiction all his life. We love him dearly, and we thought he beat that addiction, but evidently he is not. And I'm sorry that under our watch, Hunter Biden relapsed. We're going to seek out help for him, as much help as he can, because we love him dearly. We're sorry this happened, but we ask that you be patient. Addiction is a terrible problem in this country. And no one is barred from addiction, even the president's son. What? What are people going to say at that particular? We already know he's a drug addict, but then you try to pull the heartstrings, right? The sympathy from the American people, and most people would say, "Oh, imagine what the poor man, he's a father. He's a father before he's president. We feel sorry for him, what he must be going through, what his mother Jill must be going through. Oh, I bet you any amount of money, his approval ratings would go up." Now, I'm not saying, I don't know for sure if it was Hunter Biden's cocaine, but if the blow fits, it's probably going to be Hunter Biden. He's staying there. How does cocaine get in there? I don't know. Enough of the story there. Anyway, we'll move on. What else do I want to show you here? We'll get right back into the music. All right, now this is something, folks. We've had a number of shark attacks. I know we had a discussion before. There's a greater chance of you getting hit by lightning or getting run over by a car or having Hillary Clinton kill you. Yeah. But this is in Florida. These people are in, obviously, the water. And the shark is just swimming by, and they're screaming, "Get out of the water." This is like a scene from Jaws. Yeah. This is making the rounds. This is did you see the fin? Isn't that wild? Look at this.
Where did it go? Where did it go? There's somebody still out there. They're still out there.
Yeah. That sucker came close. It certainly did. It was right there, folks. It was right there. Oh, there. Let's just see. See, look at that. There it is. Look at all the kids are in the water.
Hey, come here!
All right. Now, I'll have to interject my critique of the people. I think it's great. I think it's great that they're telling people to get out of the water, but they don't know why they should get out of the water. You know, why is this person, why are people screaming for me to get out of the water? I can swim, right? F you. No, what you say is, there's a shark behind you. Fin. If they can't hear, there's a fin. Everybody knows there's a fin. I'd sing Jimmy Buffett's song. You got fins to the left, fins to the right. I don't know the rest of the song. But anyway, yeah, you don't say get out of the water. You got a shark there. It's right behind you. He's going to chop your penis off. I don't know. Yeah. All right, so we get the point of that, folks. All right, we shall continue in the next couple of moments, Stoneheads. Oh, I'm wound up today. I think I've had way too much coffee today. Yeah, I did. Probably did have too much of the caffeine. Anyway, let's see what we can play here. Oh, I want to play some classic Cream. A lot of people don't know the title of this song. You really have to be into Cream. We've played it so many times, and I'm going to play it again because this is actually a very, very good cover version of the song. Remember the song Badge? Yeah, Badge. So we'll do that. And then come back. I got more of your viral videos. I got memes to show you. I got some bizarre topics. You know, it's a typical Perry Stone show. So please stay with us. Well, Badge is not queuing up right now. That's being a bad boy, so screw Badge. All right, what can I play here? Hang on. Don't go. I have backups. It's okay. Wait, it's coming on. What a setup. I mean, I promoted the hell out. Okay, it's coming. Here we go. That's what she said. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. Brandon Farmer, you drive me crazy. I got to stop. 99.5% of the time, the sharks are just curious. They really aren't interested in us conservative Americans. Well, Brandon, tell that to the people and the young girl that lost their legs last week, okay? Yes, they're looking for food, but they chop your leg off and then they spit you out. Or they snap you in half and then the shark says, oh, no, I didn't really want you. I wanted to steal. But you're bleeding out profusely. You go in the water. Not me. I'm going to go in a pool or just take a bath, for crying out loud. All right.
Thinking about the time you drove in my car. Thinking that I might have drove you too far.
Great version of Badge from the mighty Eric Clapton and Cream. Here we go with the discussion of surfing again and sharks. Very rare. Of course it's rare. Ask the three people that were bitten last week. That'll be a good conversation. Hey, you lost your legs? It's very rare. Sorry you don't have any legs anymore. But anyway, that's fine. If you want to go in the water, Brandon, go in the water. It's fine. And if a shark bites your penis off, I'll lend your girlfriend mine. It's okay. I got you covered, Brandon. Not an issue. Not me. Not me anymore. No way. No way. But if you want to go in, go in. Here's the other thing that you don't realize. When you're in the water with people that you don't know, God forbid there's a woman on her period and blood ekes out. I know that sounds gross, but it's true. Guess what? That's like ringing the dinner bell. Blood in the water? Yeah, I'll stick to the pool. About 97% of them swim around you. But if you want to play Russian roulette, be my guest. Be my guest. Not for me. I love the beach, but I ain't going in there, man. There's just been too many attacks. But it's very rare. Very rare. But anyway, to each his own. Anywho, moving on here. What else? This is an interesting story making the news. Do you like roller coasters? Okay, I do. But even now, I don't know the checks and balances. The checks and balances, more and more roller coasters are breaking. That's right. Can you imagine being stuck on a roller coaster for 3 hours upside down? Upside down. Yeah. Well, it happened. Let's look at the story. 3 hours upside down. Nobody could rescue them.
Around 1 p.m. today, a roller coaster at the Forest County Festival stopped while multiple people were on it. Some of them were stuck up there for at least 3 hours. Local EMS, fire department, and law enforcement from 3 different counties all rushed to the scene. Captain Brennan Cook from the Crandon Fire Department believes the ride just malfunctioned.
All we know is that there was a mechanical failure with the ride where it became stuck up in the upright position. The ride was recently inspected by the state of Wisconsin here on site, and at this time we don't have any other information.
Ambulance left the scene transporting people to the hospital once they were rescued.
Families are being reunited with people as they come down off of the ride from the rescuers, and everybody seems to be doing as best as they can given the circumstances.
There is no information on injuries or medical conditions that might be present.
Wow.
Captain Cook says he is thankful for the multiple responders that arrived to the scene.
You're telling me that no one could get those poor people down? 3 hours? Oh my, upside down. You know what? I would file a lawsuit. The injury itself, the blood rushing to the man, if I'm an attorney, I could get them some money. 3 hours? It would seem we have the technology. I don't know. But more and more roller coasters are breaking down. Okay, I don't know the checks and balances, what's happening. It's hard to find good work these days or good workers. But this is not the first time. Someone noticed, this was just last week, a bolt loose on one of the roller coasters. A bolt. It was protruding out, and if that snapped and you're on a roller coaster, you're flying and could possibly wind up dead. So that's that story there. But I do like roller coasters, and, you know, roller coasters, you know, they represent, fun times and summer and whatnot, but what can I tell you? It was a great song back in the 70s. You remember that? The Ohio Players, Love Roller Coaster. That was cool. And then who did the Red Hot Chili Peppers did a different kind of version of that song. We should play that. Yeah. Let's do a little Love Roller Coaster, baby. What is this, a circus? I want Love Roller Coaster, man. Thank you. I think some Asians are going to be singing it, which is fine. Again with the circus music. This is like going to the Chinese restaurant. They're preparing your cat in the back room, the Mushu pork cat. Here come the waitresses. A little show. You pay now. You pay now. Yes, your kitty chow mein coming out momentarily. You pay now. All right. That was a stupid version of that song, wasn't it? Well, I try to tie it into the roller coaster story. What are you going to do? You win some, you lose some. Bill Dove says, Perry, everyone wants to sue, just drives the prices up. You're correct about that. We are a litigious society, and people do take advantage of the system, but sometimes it is warranted. And I'm sorry, if I pay money to the roller coaster and it's not safe and I'm hanging upside down for 3 hours and something happens to my brain, yeah, I think I'm going to sue. I am. I should have been a lawyer.
When you are out of order, you're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order. That man, that crazy, depraved man, he told me so. It's just a show. It's a show. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Hey, Frank, you want to make a deal?
All right. Anyway. Let's take a look at some of the stuff you sent me. I like Jeopardy. I very rarely get the correct responses. Occasionally, I'll pat myself on the back. I'll get the final Jeopardy question. But people like to play along. This guy by the name of Ken Jennings, he kind of took over when Alex Trebek died. And Ken Jennings, I guess, holds one of the records, all-time records for most wins. And I guess he won millions of dollars. And so now, and actually he's not a bad host, okay? He's not a bad host. But when he was a contestant on Jeopardy, he had this particular answer, and Alex Trebek was kind of taken back. Here's my good friend Big Daddy.
Less than a minute now.
Tool time for 200.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken?
What's a hoe?
No. Whoa. Whoa. They teach you that in school in Utah, huh? Al.
Wow.
A rake is right.
A rake? Wait. I like Ken's answer better, don't you? Can we hear that Jeopardy question again?
Less than a minute now.
Tool time for 200.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken.
What's a hoe?
No.
All right.
Whoa. They teach you that in school in Utah, huh, Al?
Well, you know what? I would challenge that. There could be two answers. It could be a rake or a hoe, a pleasure seeker. That's a hoe. I'm sorry, Alex, wherever you are. That, I would have awarded the money. Yeah. Pleasure seeker could be a hoe. Yeah, but he's not suffering, What can I tell you? But now he's the host, so I guess it all worked out, right? Right. Let's see what else was sent my way. All right. We often talk about tattoos on this fine broadcast. That's right. And some people have, kind of weird tattoos. They do. I'm going to try to call one up here that was very, very unusual. Hang on a second. Now, of course, I won't be able to find it. All right, well, we'll get back to that one. This is a meme that was sent to me for the vegetarians. Follow me for more vegetarian recipes. Well, it is plant-based meatballs, in a sense. Now, I will say something about Homer. He doesn't have large poops, which is good. Doesn't have large poops. Don't like the large poops. So, all right, let's see if I can find this. Here it is. Here's the most unusual. This is the tattoo of the day. Chloe made it perfectly clear to her dates what would be expected of them if she went back to their place. And there you go. Now that's a tattoo. Okay. Invite me in. I'm the Tom Brady of going to the buffet. Just saying. Now that's an interesting tattoo. That takes balls. Wait, what? Here's another news article. This is why spelling is very important. In our schools, at least some of the schools around the country, spelling has become less important, right? Yeah, math has become less important. It's more important to teach the kids proper pronouns like they and them and who and transitioning. That's what's going to get them ahead in the world when they grow up, right? Forget about spelling and math and history, social studies. Here's a good example why we should never omit spelling and to always check your work. Here we go. The human Brian is still evolving, says scientist. The human Brian is still evolving, says a scientist. I don't think that scientist is evolving. He's devolving. Yeah. Always check your spelling. All right. I know that Donna sent this to me last week. I think she did, but no, this was somebody sent me. They know how much I love Reagan, played by Linda Blair in The Exorcist, 1973. Isn't she attractive? Look, wow, man, making love to her would be so special. It would. Can I just look at that picture for a moment? Look how gorgeous she is. She messed up the bed, though. That I don't like. I like a nice, clean bed. The sheets are all kind of dirty, and they're all just messed up, and the lamp is on the right. Look, I don't care if the devil is inside her. I don't discriminate. But if the devil is listening, I like a clean bed. I don't want lamps knocked over. I don't want pictures. I want a nice, clean environment when I make love, okay? So that's a message for Satan if he's viewing or listening to the show. All right. We're celebrating a great birthday today, Stoneheads. We are. It is the birthday of a legend. That's right. It is the birthday of one Willie Nelson, and he is 90 years young today. So this is always a good song, and I think a very profound song, particularly for what we're dealing with the high crime rates in our country. So happy birthday, Willie Nelson.
6 o'clock news says somebody's been shot, somebody's been abused, somebody blew up a building, somebody stole a car, somebody got away, somebody didn't get too far, yeah. They didn't get too far.
Grandpappy told my pappy back in my day, son, a man had to answer for all the wicked that he done. Get up all the rope in Texas, hang a high oak tree, round up all of them bad boys hanging high in the street for all the people to see. And justice is one thing you should always find. You got to saddle up your boys, you got to draw a hard line. When the gunsmoke settle, sing a victory tune, we will all be back at the local saloon. We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. We got too many gangsters doing dirty deeds, too much corruption and crime in the street. It's time the long arm of the law put a few more in the ground. Them all of their maker and it'll sit them all down. You can bet who'll set them down. And justice is one thing you should always find. You got to saddle up your boys, you got to draw a hard line. The gunsmoke settle, singing victory tune, and we'll all be back at the local saloon. We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Play that thing. Justice is the one thing you should always find. You got to saddle up your boys, you got to draw a hard line. When the gunsmoke settle, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all be back at the local saloon. We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
Well, thank you very much for that. That, of course, is a song with Toby Keith, Willie Nelson turning 90. There's a rumor going around, and you know I don't like to spread rumors. It's not in my DNA, but there's a rumor going around that he likes to smoke pot. I can't confirm that, but that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, don't know. Not that that's a bad thing. I just, yeah. All right, let's see what else is going on. Oh, somebody just sent me this video. This is and it's very timely. We were talking about sharks and whatnot, and I think Brandon has definitely convinced me to go in the water. Here we go. This is a video someone just sent to me about. This video shows a man being bitten, dragged out of a boat by a shark at the Everglades National Park. Wow. Okay, so let's look at this. Now remember, your chances of getting bit by a shark are like, 50 million to 1.
2 seconds won't do anything.
And there you go. There you go. It's nice dinner for the sharky. Can we see that again? Let's see. That's the end of him. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Let's look at that again.
2 seconds won't do anything.
Get him, get him, get him, get him! All righty. There you go. Well, sharks have to eat too, right? Yeah, there you go. All right, what else is going on? All right. Here's another thing. We talk about spelling, Stoneheads, how important it is, but it's also, you need to keep a nice clean lawn, trim the bushes, that's the worst thing if you live next to a neighbor that doesn't keep the lawn clean, doesn't trim the bushes, they get all mangly and disgusting looking, right? Well, there are consequences for that, like this. You see, Now, this is the Canal Museum, but because somebody's not doing their damn job, okay, and trimming the trees and the bushes, it's the Anal Museum. Now, if you're not, and it's open Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Interesting. The Anal Museum. You'll have a whole bunch of gay men showing up at the anal. Excuse me, is this the Anal Museum? No, it's the Canal Museum. Where do you get anal? Well, it says it right there. It says, look, Anal Museum. Yes, I thought this was going to be a big party here. Look at that. So yeah, you gotta take care of stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I think Hunter Biden just produced a new movie. It's called The Empire Smokes Crack. I think that is Hunter Biden right there. There's I can't get enough of Linda Blair. I'm sorry. All right. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I got a ticket. This is not good. Please, I was in the wrong. Okay, but here we go. Receiving head while driving. The fine amount is $850. I'll have to pay it. I was in the wrong. I was caught. Okay, so please take it from me, Perry Stone. All right. Don't drive drunk and don't drive while receiving head. It's very costly. Distracted driving will kill. $850 later. Terrible. I'll never learn my lesson. I won't. All right. Here's another one sent to me. A man followed a girl into the bathroom stating he identified as a woman. Here we go. The man's teeth were knocked out by the girl's father, who identifies as the Tooth Fairy. Awesome. Awesome. That's what I like. Well, that's right. It's where we are in our country, folks. What can I tell you? Let's see. I want to show you something else here. All right, since we're on the topic of animals, and particularly in Florida, we have every kind of species, and you have those little doggy, what do you call those little doggy doors that they can let themselves out, let themselves in, okay? And it's kind of cute and whatnot. They can be self-sufficient. But you see, when you're in Florida, particularly in Florida, or even if you lived in Australia, other creatures could come in, with the door. So here is a nice friendly alligator coming in.
It was quite an experience. We're getting the full Cajun experience.
Dawn and Jan Schultz were woken up in the middle of the night by their 7-year-old dog Panda, who sensed something was wrong.
Our dog Panda growled and, a deep throat grumble and woke my wife up, and she tapped me and said, "I think there's somebody in the house." And so I got up and headed down the hall to check. I saw the shape of an alligator.
The 5-foot alligator had entered through the doggy door. Dawn and Jan called 911, and wildlife and fisheries came soon after to capture the uninvited reptile.
We're real grateful for the sheriffs and the Fish and Wildlife that came and, so thoroughly dispatched the creature from our home. And I guess it's off swimming in the bayou somewhere.
So we're taking precautions and putting a locking dog door in now that only unlocks with the dog's collar. So we won't have this surprise in the future.
Wow. But only a few people get bitten by alligators every year. So you could leave the door open for the poor alligator. They have to eat too. Yeah, I don't like those doggy doors. I'm sorry. And even if you didn't live in places like New Orleans or Louisiana or Florida, it's just something, any creature, could come in. I don't want them wrecking my home like a possum or any other creature, skunk. It just leaves it, don't be lazy. Open the damn door. If you have a home, open the door for the dog, okay? Take the dog for a walk. Let it get some exercise. Why do you need those doggy doors, okay? Well, maybe if you're handicapped or something like that, I understand. But I don't know. I just think you're asking for trouble. Who knows? Maybe a fox can come in. And those foxes, man, they're crafty animals. They're smart, but they're crafty. And they'll eat you alive. They will. Always like that song from Sweet and Fox on the Run. Yeah. And we hear that song on the radio. Then again, I don't listen to the radio that much anymore. But back in my day, the cavemen, the Stone Age, yeah, Fox on the Run. Used to love that as a kid. There's just something about it. Sonny says, Fox on the Run, the band wrote this about a loose girl who followed the band and did everybody she could. Yeah, I've had groupies like that, Sonny. I know. It happens, man. Follow me everywhere, getting into my chit. It's bad. I know. When, especially when you walk around like this, like the Secret Service. Sorry, no autographs. That's right. No. Only my Stonehead family gets autographs if they want it. Not unless, like if it's, I don't know, Kate Upton, then I would have to like say, come on over, whatever. Anyway. Sorry. Let's see what else is going on. Jesus. These are some dark-ass glasses. Anyway. Where am I? Yes, Brandon, I got your song coming up, so don't fret. Shark Lover. Shark Lover. We'll get that on for you in a second. Now, this is a story, the protests around the world are getting a little out of hand, whether these are protesters that want climate change. I don't know what else that we can do about climate change. All right, they want to take away our stoves, our heaters. They want us to drive electric cars. Hey, man, I'm all for that if that's your thing. But you know what? Other people don't want to drive electric cars. And these people are telling us that we need to do all this stuff. It's kind of like there's an old saying, and you know it. Do as I say, not as I do. I told you about these celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, who, is all about, saving the environment and, fossil fuels and all that kind of stuff. And to get a haircut, he, takes his Learjet from New York to L.A., because you can't find a good stylist in New York. You have to fly to L.A. in your Learjet, emitting all that gas. But they're hypocrites and whatnot. But all these activists, and PETA is in that category. People for the ethical treatment of animals, or Perry eating tasty animals, whichever you prefer. Right. So they show up. They have destroyed really beautiful paintings. We've showed you some of the videos in the past where they come in and they pour paint over, let's say, the Mona Lisa, and they're able to clean it up. But they stand there and they're defiant. They have to be arrested, all to get their message out. And I've always said that when you do things like that, when you destroy property, it takes away from your message. Nobody takes you seriously. They think you're clowns. They think you're violent assholes, quite frankly, and it loses the message you're trying to get out there. It loses something in the translation. So Wimbledon is going on right now. Great tennis, legendary tennis matches. So now this tennis match was interrupted in Wimbledon because I think this is because of climate change. So here we go. Now, people are watching this, and it's an intense match, and they come on the field. And they start pouring stuff on the field. Well, at least they took care of that guy. So just threw crap all over the tennis court. See, look at this. Now, what are they complaining about? Tennis is not emitting any fumes. It's played on grass, right? What are they upset about the making of the tennis ball? I don't know. People farting at the tennis match? What is the problem? I don't know. Yeah, let's see some of the tweets. Just jail them. Good for that. This is off of Twitter. Just saw it off. Really? I don't know. Anyway, that's what's happening in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, being dressed like this, sometimes I want to have a cologne. That's right, to match this, when you go out. Yeah. Do you like cologne? Guys, do you like cologne? Women, do you like the way a certain cologne smells on a dude, or you don't like that? Like Old Spice or High Karate back in my day. Cologne makes the man. You know, you're ready to go out on the town, right? Yes. So I found my new cologne. That's right. I'm not kidding you. This is the new cologne, the Michael Myers Halloween cologne. Okay? I hope it doesn't smell like pumpkin, but maybe it smells like death. I don't know. Here we go. My new cologne.
Sinful, wicked, bound by the night. Halloween Man, the scent of the shade.
Man, Michael Myers is jacked. Look out, Rock. All right. That's my new cologne. I should release my own cologne, the Stonehead cologne. Wonder what that would smell like. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see. Bill Duff says they should F them up. You said a naughty word there, Bill. Wash your mouth out with soap. That's a Yankee fan. Now, why are you bringing the Yankees in? That was across the pond. That's Wimbledon. It's tennis. What does it have to do with the Yankees? You just don't like the Yankees. That's right. I know your Orioles won last night. I watched the game, actually. There was a serious accident during the Baltimore-New York game last night. It was a freak accident. The Orioles were trying to turn a double play, and in the process, I guess it was the second baseman, threw the ball over the first baseman's head and directly into the cameraman, hitting him square and he was knocked unconscious, evidently. And the game was delayed, I want to say, anywhere from a half hour to 40 minutes. And it was, for a while there, I thought maybe this was, the end of this cameraman. It was a freakish accident. It was. I mean, I would figure the camera actually would protect him, but it did not. And they held the game up and was really cool. The fans. Now, New York fans could be kind of brutal, okay? Not as bad as the Philadelphia fans, but they all gave the cameraman a standing ovation. Baltimore Orioles clapped. The New York Yankees clapped. So, it takes something like that to put things in perspective, that life, forget about the game, okay? There's somebody that's on the brink of possibly dying. I mean, when you think about it, talking about a 100-mile-an-hour fastball going right into the noggin, and he was knocked unconscious. Very, very scary situation there. You never know. You never know. All right, Mr. Farmer, I think it's time we play, I think, one of the great summertime songs. I can never tire of this, and I think of summer every time I hear it. Jay Ferguson, Joe Walsh on the guitars, a big hit for Jay Ferguson. You know it.
Shut
Thunder Island from Jay Ferguson. Thank you for your request, Brandon Farmer. I didn't know this. A little factoid from Sonny, always with the info. Knowledge is power. Thunder Island was a New Jersey theme park which eventually closed in 1994 under Chapter 11. I did not know that. See, we all work together. Now, I do have some sad news. If you're a longtime viewer of the Perry Stone Show, you might remember a heartwarming story of a man who masturbated while kneeling over a seagull. That's right, a seagull. Not kidding you, okay? He has been sentenced for 24 weeks. So let me read you the story. And I'll show you a picture of him momentarily. Only on the Perry Stone Show do you get quality news stories. You won't get this on Fox News or CNN. A man who admitted performing a sex act while kneeling over a baby seagull that he had captured has been jailed for 24 weeks. David Lee, 40, admitted causing unnecessary suffering to the bird at a previous hearing. Can you imagine being a juror? The incident happened last August 18th. They're first getting around to it now. Let's see. I want to get to the juicy details, I should say. Okay, so here's what he did. Sonny, you're going to love this. There's got to be an Urban Dictionary thing going on here. The defendant takes his phone out of his pocket and then takes down his trousers, and then he goes down. It's very clear he is masturbating at the time. He then goes on to move the seagull between his legs. For a time, it says here, the defendant is engaging in a sexual act with the baby seagull. Then the defendant stands up. Now, what if I was his attorney? How am I going to get this guy off? Maybe the seagull was enjoying it, okay? He didn't kill the damn thing. He just, And then I'd stand up and act like a madman. Yeah.
When you are out of order, you're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order. That man, that crazy, depraved man, he told me so. It's just to show.
There's the poor victim, the seagull. Looks like he's in fine shape. And look at the smile on the seagull. How do you know the seagull did not enjoy it? There. Now let's take a look at this is the guy that did it. Ladies, I think he's single and looking for some action. There he is. This is the man that masturbated on the seagull. 24 weeks, it seems kind of harsh, don't you? Look, I'm an animal lover, but he didn't kill the baby seagull. He just had some fun with it. I guess that's considered pedophilia if it was a baby seagull. Maybe that's it. Maybe, I have no idea. Can't you just pay a fine? Maybe take the seagull out for dinner? Maybe he's into seagulls. I mean, really, 24 weeks? And yet we have a Marine in New York that most likely, with a liberal jury, will sentence this guy for being a hero for saving people's lives on a New York City subway system. But masturbation on a seagull, we're throwing the book at you for that, buddy. All right, what a crazy world. Next story. Now this is funny. Different parts of the world have different things that they can get away with. You could never get away with this. There is a restaurant in Thailand where you could get a free meal if you go through a number of gates to prove that you're thin. They reward you for being thin, okay? And you get a free dinner in Thailand. So let's check this out. This is what you have to do to get a free meal, because they love thin people in Thailand. Here we go. You see those little barriers? You have to go through each one, and they get thinner and thinner and thinner. If you do, you get a free meal. So check this out. This is real, folks. Oh, my.
My mom is trying to see if she can go through every single tiny bar. And let's see. She has finished the 5% discount, 10%. Now it's 20% discount. Can she fit? She did 20. Let's see if she can get through free.
No.
Oh, she can't.
Oh.
My turn.
Let's see if the kid can do it.
He's trying to see if he can get
What?
to the tiniest bar here.
Come on, kid. Get that free meal. You look like you can use it. He's going to do it.
He got through.
You got through. You got through. You get a free meal. You get a free meal. So they reward you for being thin in Thailand. Now, if you want to go on a crash diet, ladies and gentlemen, and get thin really quickly, here's Perry Stone's recommendation.
Hey, Thunder Thighs.
Are you talking to me?
You and those disgusting blobs of flesh you call your legs.
Well, I know I've got fat thighs, but I've tried dieting and exercising and nothing seems to work.
That's because you haven't tried new amazing Finny Dip.
Finny Dip? Tell me and my fat thighs more.
Finny Dip is a specially formulated rub-on cream that actually reduces the size of your thighs.
How does it work?
Here, let me rub some into your thighs. Oh.
I'll do that.
Suit yourself. Just rub a little into each thigh.
Like this?
That's right. And in just a few seconds, Finny Dip will start to reduce your thighs.
It feels warm.
That's the secret ingredient beginning to work.
It feels tingly and warm. Really warm. Ow. 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 What is the secret ingredient?
Hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid. Oh my God. Ah!
Amazing Finny Dip with fast-acting hydrochloric acid. Burns away fat to the bone in minutes. Finny Dip. How's it working?
I do feel thinner. Ah!
All right, let's bring in Peter Frampton, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know, the song Do You Feel Like We Do, you know, the talk box. Peter Frampton has joined us. He's going to show you how to use the talk box. There's other names for it as well, but the whole process, how it works. Mr. Frampton, come alive on the Perry Stone Show.
Well, this is the talk box, or the voice box, or some people call it the mouth wah-wah, or the robotic voice, or the tube, play the tube. Come with me. Let me show you how it works. I play the notes here on my guitar. The sound travels down this cable and into my amplifier. I hit the talk box button, and the sound goes from the amp into the talk box driver, which forces the sound of the guitar up the tube, up the mic stand to my mouth, and then I talk into the microphone.
And that's how it works, the talk box. Do you feel like we do? Wow.
Okay, there you go. A little science, ladies and gentlemen. That was unique back in the day. You know what? I think we should do a little Peter Frampton. What do you say? I say we do. Do you feel like we do?
Just the other day, he said, goes. McPherson. Do you feel like we do? Come on, you guys know this part. Do you feel like we do? Oh, that's true. Do you feel like we do? Get back. Do you feel like we do?
feel like I just jogged. I jogged 10 miles there. Wow. That is one of classic rock's most endearing songs. Do You Feel Like We Do, from one of the great classic rock albums, a double album set, Frampton Comes Alive. Unbelievable. Stand by. It looks like we have an Urban Dictionary term to go along with that crazy story about the guy that's serving 24 weeks for spanking the monkey on a baby seagull, I should say. That image just, I can't get it out of my brain. Yes, and he videotaped it on his phone. Well, I guess if you're going to do something like that, you want to have it for posterity to tell your friends, hey, I spanked the monkey on a baby seagull. Look at this. That's me. Yes, so stick around for that. Let me acknowledge a couple of people. Christy Ott is watching. Thanks for tuning in to Stonehead Nation. Also, looks like Jeff Colvin as well. Thank you very, very much. Somebody sent me a story banking off the bizarro story of the dude that did that horrific thing to a baby seagull. And again, I just want everybody to know the baby seagull is doing okay. They wiped him down and whatnot. So now we have, somebody said this, animal abuse is just terrible. A teenager is charged after a video shows him putting a beer can in an alligator's mouth. Again, what's wrong with that? I bet you dogs like beer, right? Yeah. So now we have a teenager that, and you know, teenagers, we all were there, Stoneheads. I don't believe we have any teenagers listening. It's not in my demographic. But yes, I guess maybe on a dare. Let's see if I can call up the story. Yes, we have the story. I hope the alligator's okay. What could be bad about putting a beer can in an alligator's mouth? I guess it could choke. Oh, damn. Maybe he meant well. Anyway, here we go.
Video circulating on social media showing a teenager in Plant City chugging alcohol with a baby gator gripping the can. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission caught wind of this video and launched an investigation. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers shows us how it all led to a criminal charge being filed.
This parking lot is a popular hangout spot for teenagers here in Plant City, but it's what a group of teens did last Thursday to a reptile that has some disturbed. What's your first reaction seeing that video?
Stupidity. I can see multiple things in there. It's just wrong, wrong possession of it, wrong to just drop it on the hot pavement like that.
This video, taken Thursday, began circulating around an alligator in the air while chugging a twisted tea.
And my opinion, everybody they got video that touched it needs to be brought in front of a judge, and then the judge points of views to use them for an example that this has got to stop.
Vernon Yates is the president of Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation. He thinks there's more to this story than second.
Normally, a little alligator about that size, man, when he hit the ground, he should have hit it running.
And so what's your message to those teens?
To those teens, they're doing with their time, then sides tormenting some poor little alligator.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission opened an investigation, which led to one of the
I'm sorry about the buffering there, but we get the gist of the story. So actually what he did was he put the beer can in the baby alligator's mouth and then chug the beer, which is kind of unique. It really is, but kids will be kids. But so the teenager's been charged. So we have two unique stories here, ladies and gentlemen. I still think you can't beat, no pun intended, the spanking of the monkey on a seagull. Wow, what is the world coming to today? We all do stupid things. Gosh darn it, when we were kids, right? All right, so let's get to Sonny's Urban Dictionary term. Please hide the kids. Hide the kids. Get them out of the room. They should be playing outside anyway. I guess this goes along with the poor seagull. Yeah. I'm queuing up a song here. Hang on a second. Hang on. Going to be playing some Cult. All right, so hang on for that. Don't go away. All right, so here is today's Urban Dictionary term. It is the ruby or the rubby bird. The rubby bird? It's the rubby bird. A completely worthless game where the sole action is rubbing your finger across your iPhone or iPad screen over a crappy pixelized picture of a fat-ass yellow bird until your finger falls off, your screen breaks, or you realize what a douchebag you were for spanking the monkey off a picture of a bird in the first place. The rubby bird, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Urban Dictionary term for Thirsty Thursday. I'm so glad I'm normal. Wait, what? I mean, normal compared to these stories I'm telling you today. Coming up, Stonehead News. Don't go away. Now the cult. This is a cult. Stonehead Nation is a cult. Love that band. Cult, or The Cult, and She Sells Sanctuary. Oh, there goes my camera. I knew that was going to happen. There's my bucket 4. That's my bucket list. I need buckets for my bucket list. That's bucket 4. Hang on a second. Yeah, I got this crappy camera. I should probably invest. Hang on a second. Where's my... Oh, my God, it fell. It fell on the floor. Hang on a second, folks. Holy moly. Well, there you go. Oh, that's not a good shot. You only see I'm decapitated. See, my camera is not staying on here. Is that good? Okay, stay. Stay, you stay. Okay. All right, let us do some news. That was interesting. It's live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
NBC News World Headquarters in New York. This is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Harry Stone.
All right, let's see what's happening in the news. Of course, the big news story, Stoneheads. The Secret Service is investigating a bag of cocaine that was found in the White House. Now, nobody really believes it was President Biden's. His speeches aren't interesting enough. But really, when you think about it, this is the first big news involving blow at the White House. Well, since Monica Lewinsky serviced Bill Clinton. Blow. Well, blow me down. According to a brand new survey, over 1 million buildings in Florida will be overrun by the sea level rising before the end of the century. Well, I won't be here. And it's not just bad news for people living and working in those buildings. It's also bad news for people who do meth in the parking lots of those buildings. You have to think about them. A Russian commander who had been fighting in Ukraine since the war began has been killed in action. His replacement, Ryan Seacrest, of course. The Barney movie, we brought you that story yesterday. The Barney movie is going to be for adults, which explains why they changed the lyrics of the theme song to I love you, you love me, let's express that anally. Harry and Meghan told insiders they're tired of people taking cheap shots at them. The insiders responded by taking cheap shots at them. Subway says it will now slice its deli meat so it's fresher. However, they promise to continue to serve tuna salad in an ice cream scooper. Today is Kevin Hart's birthday. He's now 44 inches. So Sylvester Stallone is 77. 77. Oh, my God. That was an incredible movie. Everybody loved that movie. Rocky. And then it got, I don't know, it just went weird after. Well, Rocky 2 wasn't bad, maybe 3, but then they made a musical out of Rocky.
Coming to a stage near you. You loved it as a movie, but as a Broadway musical, you'll love it even more as a movie. It's Rocky, the musical.
Memory, I lost my short-term memory. My hair's been punched so often. Wait, I forgot the words.
From the same people who brought you Hip Hop Hitler comes Rocky, the musical.
My teeth get knocked out tomorrow. Get the bucket, Mickey, 'cause tomorrow I lose my teeth. Oh my God, that's a lot of teeth.
Field and Stream calls Rocky the Musical a hemorrhoid dangling in your eyes and ears. Blue Boy pronounces Rocky the Musical as entertaining as a nursing home at mealtime. And Architectural Digest says they've heard better music coming from a cat being beaten with a banjo.
Ring the bell, take a pause. I think I need a break because Apollo Creed just crushed my face and he need me in my balls.
Rocky the Musical, coming soon to a stage near you.
I just want to say one thing. Yo, Adrian! I forgot the words again!
All right, that shall do it for me. Another show in the book. All right, we'll be back. I think I'll be here tomorrow at 3. So check your local listings for the Perry Stone Show to begin at 3. You just never know when I'll pop up. Until we meet again, Stoneheads, I love you.
Such dirtbags they can't even get alone.